Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bill condensing. Today I will be replacing like some hundreds with these $100 placeholders. So this is like fake money, and I just put some stickers here so that like it makes it easier to see that they're fake. Obviously they don't feel real, but the Fancy Dollar does this and it's so cute, and I thought instead of waiting until I reach 500 in an envelope to put a $500 placeholder, I could start putting some of that money in the bank. So I have all of these 100 placeholders that I will be using, and so since that money will be going to the bank, I have my savings account trackers. These are available on my Etsy shop as a digital download. I kind of made this up because I was like struggling to keep track of money in the envelope but money that was also in the bank, so I combined them and I put the two together. So I will be switching out some of my trackers for this one, since obviously some of the money will be going to the bank. Then the cash right here, since I am doing a condensing, this is money that is already going back to the bank. So that's what I'm going to be using to condense my envelopes. So I need to like write a few reminders down first. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper, and I need to keep track of how much money is going back to my checking, how much is going to my savings, and then how much is going to me and Logan's joint savings. So I'm gonna write that here. So the amount going back to my checking is all of the money here. So I'm gonna count this quickly. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3. So 103 is going back to my checking. And then I'm gonna write my savings and then our joint savings. And that's just gonna stay here to the side. All right, so I'm gonna put all this back so I can use this to condense with. So normally when I do condensings, I condense using my rent money. So I have my full rent payment here, but there's a lot of 50s and 100s in here, and I like to do this like obviously at the end of the month, but we haven't been stuffing our envelopes that much, so I won't need like any of these. So that's why I have like these small denominations here. So I'm not going to condense any of my bills just because they're going back to the bank soon and they don't have a lot of cash in them anyways. So I have renter's insurance, which has 10, 15, 20. So I can swap this out for a $20 bill. That one's good. Annual expenses has 100. That's good. Next is fees, which has 10. So I can swap this out for a $10 bill. Okay, and that is all for those envelopes. Now we're getting into my savings. So savings already has a $500 placeholder. This is money in the bank already. So I have 50, 70, 90, 100. So I have $100 here. So I'm going to swap this out for a $100 placeholder. So I still have $600 in savings, but now it's like all of it is in the bank. So in this one, since I did have a $500 placeholder, I already have this tracker in here, so I'm just gonna update that. So in the envelope, I had $100 in cash. I'm going to write minus 100. So now I have $0 in cash. And then in the bank section, I'm going to put plus 100. And so now I have 600. So hopefully that makes sense. So I had $100 in cash. I subtracted it because I'm taking it to the bank. And then in the bank section, I added it because that's where it's going. So the total is $600 plus 0, which is 600. And that's what I have here. So that is kind of how I'm doing this. So this money, all of this money is going to my checking account because I have to do that first before I transfer it to my savings account. But this money is going to go into our joint savings. So I'm just going to write 100 because there's going to be more. hope I don't like mess up or confuse myself, but now I know that like out of the total that's going to be here, 103 of it is going to my checking. I'm going to have a list here for how much is in my joint. I'm going to add all that up, and my savings is only like one envelope, I think, so that should only be one number. Next is emergency. I'm going to take everything out. So we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. So again, we have $100. So I'm gonna switch this. It's already full anyways. So that's just gonna go that's gonna be thrown away. So 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. So I'm gonna take a $100 placeholder. Before I forget, this is also going in our joint savings. So that's another $100. So then at the end, I'm gonna add all those up. Okay, so now emergency only has $100, and that is in a placeholder, and I need a tracker. So I'm going to write, the category is emergency. And I write like either my savings or joint underneath, just so I can see from this tracker. And then in the bank, I'm gonna write the date plus 100, and the balance is 100. So that's what the tracker for this looks like. Next is month ahead. We got a lot going on in this envelope. So that tracker's staying in there. I have a $500 placeholder, which represents money already in the bank. And then I have all of this cash. And I do have this tracker in here. Okay, so we have 300, 350, 370, 390, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I have 435 in cash. So I'm gonna keep 35. And so this should be 400. 300, 350, 370, 375, 380, 385, 390, 395, 400. So this is going back to the bank. I'm gonna take 4 of these for 400. I think these stickers are so cute. So that's $400 in placeholders plus the 500, so that's 900, and then 35 in cash, so 935. So I'm gonna check my tracker. We have 435 in the envelope plus 500, so that's 935. So this is good. So now I'm gonna update this. So for the 435 here, I'm just going to write minus 400. So now we have 35 in cash. And for the in the bank section, I'm gonna write plus 400. And so now we have 900 in the bank. So I'm adding 400. So that is going in our joint savings. So I'm gonna add 400 right there. Okay, so this is 400. So this is all, I don't have room, so I'm just gonna add the hundreds and fifties together. Okay, so now this can go back in the envelope. Okay, and that is all for this binder. So far I had the $103 that's going back in my checking account, like already here. And then I have a total of $600 for my envelopes that's going into our joint savings. So moving on to this binder. This is like the binder we spend out of most often. I'm not gonna condense groceries or household. I like to have like smaller bills for these first few envelopes here. Pet care only has 5, entertainment has 10, home has 5, and I don't think a lot of these are going to need condensed. I'm not going to condense a long day. This is for eating out when we get back from vacation. So I kind of want to keep those bills how they are. School, I've already put a placeholder here, so this doesn't need condensed. And so this is an envelope where this would not go in our joint savings. This would go in my savings because this is my money. Logan doesn't go to college. He's not in college. So this is my envelope, but like our savings and emergency, we those are ours together. So rainy day has 5. Miscellaneous, I'm gonna keep like that, and that is all for this binder. Didn't expect much from that one. Let's do sinking funds next. So medical has 73, which is already condensed. Dental has 15. Okay. Car maintenance has 135. I think I'm gonna keep the cash in here until it gets a little bit closer to 500. And it's already all condensed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that how it is. Car registration I'm gonna leave because we're gonna pay that in May. Pet emergency has 145. So I might take the 100. So I'm gonna switch out this tracker. So this is pet emergency, and this is our joint savings. So in the envelope I had 145, so I'm gonna write that. Then I'm gonna write minus 100, so then I'll have 45 in cash. Then for the in the bank section, I'm gonna add plus 100, and the balance is 100. So then looking at this, when I add them up, I just look at like the lowest, like the bottom. So I have 100 plus 45, and that's 145 total, but 100 of it is in the bank, 45 is in cash. So I'm gonna put this here and grab a placeholder. So that is going in our joint savings, so I'm gonna write that, $100 from pet emergency. Next is Christmas, it has $100. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Christmas is joint. So I had $100. So now I have 0 in cash. And then 100 in the bank. Okay, so then I'm gonna add another 100 for Christmas. Next is travel, which is 80, and that is already condensed. Okay, this is my envelope for Japan. My mom actually said not to worry about spending money and that I could save this for the next time we go. It has 225. So this would be for like me and Logan, not just like my savings. I think I'm gonna leave it in here though for now, just in case I plan on taking some of it with me for my trip. Then I won't have to like go to the bank. So I'm gonna leave that one. Passport has 40. So this can get condensed, so I can swap out this for a 20. Let's get good 20s though. Okay, so passport still has 40. Anniversary has 5, wedding has 7, house has 5, and future has 12. So I can condense this and grab a 10. And that is it for this binder. Next is my personal binder, which I don't think needs condensed because I haven't been stuffing this binder like a whole bunch, and yeah, I don't know. So spending has nothing, nails has 8, hair has 5, skincare has 15, clothing has 10. I could swap that out for a $10 bill. Planning has 15. My envelope for Logan has 50, 60, 65, 70. So I could swap this out for 20. Okay, Books has 5, Beauty has 14. So I'm going to swap these 2 5s for a 10. Amazon has 10, Classroom has 5, Electronics 5, and these are my star notes, which I'm not touching. So that is all for this binder. I don't have a lot going on in my savings challenge binder, but I guess I could look in here to see if there's something I could condense. So in my $500 saving challenge, I have 20, 30, 45. So I could swap this out for a 20. I need a 5 though, because didn't I say 45? Yeah. Okay, so 45. Nothing in Roll the Dice. Mini Savings has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to swap that out for a 10. That has 10. These are all empty. And so are those. Okay, so that is it for all of my, actually I do have my business binder, so let me get that. I kind of forgot about it because it was like, it doesn't match these, like the binder's different, so I had it like set to the side. So I'm not sure how much of this I will be able to condense. Don't have much in here. Inventory has 7. Shipping has 40, and there's already 2 20s in there. Equipment has, oh, here we go. 20, 30, 35, 40. So I can swap these out for a 20. Canva Pro has 65, which is already condensed. Giveaways has 10. Oh, here we go. Taxes. This was the one. I can't believe I almost forgot about this. All right. So taxes has 1,000 in the bank. So now I have all of this cash, which I can put a placeholder in here. So this is going in my own savings because this is from my YouTube and Etsy. These are my YouTube and Etsy taxes, so obviously it's not going in our joint savings. So I have 100, 200, 300, yeah, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 425, 26, 27, 28, 428. Why does it say I have 438 though? My tracker must be wrong. 300, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I just counted wrong. So I have 438. So these can be swapped out for 2 placeholders. Oh, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to like write down. Let me like backtrack. Okay, so placeholders. These are going to be placeholders. 50, 70, 90, 110. I'm going to do 110 and put this in here just so that I can, okay. So now this will be a placeholder. So then I have 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna get some better bills though, if I have any. This 5, these ones can stay. Okay, so now I had 438, so I have 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to stay in cash. So then this should be 400. 1, 2, 300, 350, 400. So this 400, let me write this down on here first. So this is going to my savings. So I have 400. going to my savings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I still have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 400, 1,400 in the bank, and then 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1,438, but then all of that was condensed. So now I need to update my tracker. So in the envelope, I subtracted 400, so now I have 38 in cash. And then in the bank, I'm adding 400, so now I have 1,400 in the bank. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, and then I'll be able to put a $500 placeholder in there when I get paid next, because that's really close to 500. So that is all for the binders. Now I'm going to count all of this to make sure I still have the correct amount. So total is 103 plus 400 plus 200 plus 400 plus 200. So I should have $1,303. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me write 1,303. So 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. 51, 52, 5,300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I'm missing $100. I'm hoping I just counted that wrong. Okay, I obviously just counted it wrong because I'm counting it back now, and it's at 1,300, and now I have $3, so that's 1,303. So I do have the correct amount. Okay, that scared me a little bit because this is like a lot of money. So I'm going to put all of this back together, and then well, I guess since the denominations are so random. So for joint savings, I need to transfer over 400, 5, 6, 7, 800. So this is 800. Okay, so that'll be my little note, I guess. So then I will just take this all to the bank. It'll go into my checking, and then I'll move 400 to my savings and 800 to our joint savings. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.